This is the second death, and anyone not found written in the book of life. Now, wait a minute. When we brought them all up, there aren't any names in there, are there? So why are you making a statement like this? Anyone not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Kind of redundant. There are no names in it because they've already been resurrected, you see. And those that refuse. I don't know what would make someone refuse to accept Christ, but apparently there will be. Now, that's what we normally call the 100-year period. Now, that may be right, it may not be. I'll show you where it comes from, all right? But by the 100-year period, I mean when the second resurrection occurs. It could be longer. I suppose it could even be shorter. I don't know. Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65. And starting verse 17. 65:17. Okay, now this is for time setting in this verse. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former things shall not be remembered or come to mind. Isn't that a comfort? Do you know, when you're in the millennium, you're in the kingdom, and it's all over, we're not going to remember this day? Would you really want to? You know, if you've had some problems today, or you've had problems this week, or you've had problems last, you know, it's on your mind, would you really want to remember? That's a very comforting thing. That's our time setting. Now let's go up to verse 20. No more shall an infant from there live but a few days. All right? How many infants do we have dying in the world today? Oh, my. It's not as bad now as it used to be. But when you read about some of these families back in the pioneer days, a lot of them would have half or more of their children to die before they became 1 year of age from one disease or another or whatever. Nor an old man who has not fulfilled his days. Now notice this. For the child shall not die. For the child shall die 100 years old. But the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. So from that, and it may be true, may not be, it doesn't matter. It looks like there is a period of time for the second resurrection where a person will have 100 years. That's a long time. To accept Christ or reject him. If he rejects him, then, as it said, his name won't be in the book of life. So what choice does God have? What choice does Christ have? Now remember this. Everybody out there belongs to Christ. He created them. He wants them to be his born son. Does he want to throw any one of them in a lake of fire? All right, I have 6 children. Randy, shall it be you? I'm going to throw in a lake of fire. I have to pick one then. Would you pick one? No, most parents would be more willing to say, no, not my children. You throw me in. How do you think Christ feels about people? Now, you know, we can look out here and see some pretty evil people, can't we? They're children just as much as you and I are. And by that, I mean, you know, coming from the creation and so on. They're not a born child of God yet. He doesn't want to throw anybody in a lake of fire. That was never his object to begin with. It's just that he needs a way to take someone that just absolutely will not, under any circumstances, obey him. What it amounts to. He won't repent of his sins, won't say I'm sorry. I like to picture it this way, that Christ is standing on the edge of the lake of fire. And here's this guy. He says, all I want you to do is say you're sorry, be sorry for what you've done, you know, and just bow down and, you know, and thank me for taking them away and so on. And I'll take them off your head and they'll be gone. The guy says, no! Throw me in. What choice do you have? What can you do? He's not so cruel, he's going to let someone live forever and ever and ever in pain and agony. That's not a loving God. No way, shape, or form. See, this is what God has in store for the world. They don't know it. You are one of the few that do know. There aren't very many people out there that know this. The Valley of Dry Bones. Remember that? There's a beautiful song. What is that thing called anyhow? You know, where the hip bone connects to the knee bone. And I like that song. It's, you know, it's got a little beat to it. is based on, well, let's turn to it. Ezekiel, we're right here, and I'm almost through. Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37. And let's see. Okay, verse 30. I'll just pick up a few verses here. Verse 1. And the hand of the Lord came upon me, and he brought me out in the spirit of the Lord, and he set me down in the midst of a valley, and it was full of bones. Then he caused me to pass by them all around, and behold, there were many bones in the valley. And indeed, they were very dry. In other words, they are very dead.